Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can get more assists in the game of basketball and obviously in your next basketball practice and in your next basketball game. Well beyond popular belief, basketball is not all about scoring. Scoring does help you win. However, how do you get to score easier? And that's by assists. Assists will help you score easier, same as steals, rebounds, and everything else. That's why it's good to play defense, be able to rebound, be able to get assists. Today, however, we're going to be talking about how you can get more assists in basketball. And the number one tip I have is keeping your head up. Keeping your head up and not dribbling with your head down will allow you to see who's open, and you're going to be able to get a lot more passes and also a lot less turnovers, because the more turnovers you have, the more time you're going to be sitting on the bench. However, keeping your head up when you're dribbling up the court, like this, keeping your head up. If you're setting up an offense, you're running horns, you have to keep your head up. You have to know when somebody's cutting baseline, when somebody's doing a V cut, so you can pass them the ball. And then the next piece of advice I have for you is for communication. Communication is huge. If you're running an offense and you're coming up the court and you're not calling anything, players are not going to know what the heck to do. If you're a team that has 3, 5, 10, 20, 100 plays, it doesn't matter. If you're coming up the court and you're not calling out something, most of the time your players are going to be doing nothing. So you need to communicate, for one, saying, hey, horns two, or whatever it is. You need to be able to communicate what play you're running, but also if you see an opening on the court, let's say you have a guy named Tyler on your team, and he's on that side of the court, he's being guarded. However, you can say, hey, Corey, set a screen for Tyler, I want him over there, quick. And things like that. Even though the other team's going to know what's happening, you now can say, hey, opening, or something, where if your team is understanding what you're meaning, they might get an open shot in that corner. Or if you're saying, hey, set me a screen, then at least you're going to get a screen coming to you. Because if you're just standing here doing nothing, most of the time you're not going to get a screen. You're going to get a lot of players who are pissed off at you not calling anything. So, communication. Also, when you're in a timeout, or if it's like between quarters or between halves, you can say to your team, hey, look, they're really guarding you tight. Why don't you do a V cut, create some opening, I'll go and set a screen for you after I pass you the ball. So that's going to allow you to get credibility with your team, which is very important. The next thing is to be an outlet pass. If you're a point guard, there's no sense going for a rebound unless there's nobody else around. What I would suggest for you to do, unless there's nobody around to get the rebound, if you've got 2 or 3 players who are getting the rebound, I want you to get to the free throw line extended, and you can be the outlet pass. And what that means is somebody's going to get the rebound, they're going to outlet the pass or outlet the ball to you, and now you're able to look down court to see who's open, because you might just have a player who's cutting down court. And if you don't, that's when your communication skills come in, and you say, outlet, you get that outlet, and then you say, run, go. And then you can look down court, and you can get the ball down court. Think of Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam from the Raptors, how many fast break points they got. Or Giannis Antetokounmpo from Milwaukee, how many fast break points he actually got. It's crazy, it's staggering, and you can do this too. And now the final aspect is being a good shooter. Now you're probably wondering, why do I need to be a good shooter if I'm trying to get more assists? Well, the reason is if you're at the point and you're not a good shooter, your player can sag defensively. Your player can sag 2, 3, 4 feet away from you, and now he's taking up the key. He's taking up players who are cutting across the key so that you can't get assists. While if you are a good shooter, you can now pull him out to you so that now it stretches the defense out away from the key, so that now you're going to have open opportunities for cuts, or maybe a feed into the post player, so that now you might be able to get open, or somebody else in the perimeter might be able to get open, because maybe he's now drawing a double team and leaving a second player open. I hope that these tips help you become a better basketball player. If they do, let us know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another twice a day basketball video.